Bulabinaka, my name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tabua. We love Today FM in Tabua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selena, I'm from Tawenga Vengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Pula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in...
In the news tonight, first ever funeral rites facility opens in Suva. Bus operators converge for annual convention. An island of Benga joins Fiji Airways fleet.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Amrita Sagar.
Fijians who wish to perform the final rites of their loved ones by dispersing ashes into the sea will now be able to do so with dignity and respect. This as the world's first ever funeral rites facility was officially opened by Acting Prime Minister Ayase Kayum in Watuanga, Suva today. Pranita Prakash reports more than $900,000 was spent on the project.
The Watuanga Funeral Rites Facility or the Shraddh Ghat is the first of its kind not only for Fiji but in the world as well.
As far as the rituals are concerned, it is not complete without having such a facility. For those people who actually get buried, they simply get buried, you dig the hole in the ground, you put the coffin in or you don't put the coffin in, and then the rites are completed. But as far as the Hindu religion is concerned, whilst you do the cremation, you also have to carry out further rituals before the entire process is completed. So this is why such a facility is very important and indeed necessary.
The government has plans to build similar facilities in Nandi, Lotoka, Nosori and Lambasa.
There's also one that's been earmarked for works are currently underway in Nosori. As you know, the population is quite dense in the Nosori-Suva-Lami corridor. We are also working with the Raralevu committee there to look at bringing in gas-driven furnaces for cremation purposes.
Meanwhile, this was also an emotional moment for former National Federation Party parliamentarian Syed Abdul Qayyum, who had put this motion in Parliament more than 20 years ago.
I'm very pleased, not that because it was the idea was originated by me. Just my son being in that position took it up. But this is the type of policies we faced. And our Hindu community should be grateful.
For the first time ever, 9 faith-based organizations have joined hands to manage this facility. Fijians have been urged to look after the facility well. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
The Acting Prime Minister Ayase Kayum has once again stressed that Itoke land has never been more secure than before. While opening of the Watuanga Funeral Rites facility, Syed Kayum said it's a wonderful opportunity to demonstrate that Prime Minister Varange Bainimarama is somebody who has, unlike any other Prime Ministers, transcended the communal boundaries. He adds Bainimarama is the first Fijian Prime Minister to say that every single citizen of this country is a Fijian. Syed Kayum says by calling everyone a Fijian, that does not mean that people will lose their identity, culture and religion. He stressed 91% of all land is Itoke land and the Constitution guarantees they can never lose even a millimetre of it.
So here we have a Prime Minister that has actually ensured that everybody is treated with respect and dignity, and it is through his leadership, through his vision, that we as people who are his ministers, are his MPs, are able to come out into the community and to be able to do this sort of work and to be able to ensure that every single citizen of this country enjoys the rights and privileges that they should, and indeed with dignity and with love, respect and compassion.
The Fiji Bus Operators Association is calling on the government to review the e-ticketing system. Speaking at the association annual convention in Lami today, President Richard Lal claimed they continue to face challenges due to certain anomalies. Ali Kimbia with the story.
Fiji Bus Operators Association members raised issues affecting the industry at the annual convention, which included the e-ticketing system as well.
In addition, some stakeholders are not performing as anticipated. This is not acceptable as we are now in the 8th month of using the e-transport system and still face issues and loss of revenue.
Responding to the issue, Acting Prime Minister Ayase Kayum said they are currently looking at ways to further improve the system.
The feedback that we've got, of course, is that e-ticketing is working. There's, of course, with any new system, there will be niggling problems with it. I don't know how many have appreciated the fact, but with this, the CARE project that we've launched after the cyclone, we provided a $50 pop-up.
Said Kayum says the company that looks after the system has been told to improve the services delivered to the people.
Of course, we've had some discussions, some very frank discussions with Vodafone also. John here, who's from our office, has been liaising with them. And we have some very strong words with Vodafone in terms of upping up their service. And hopefully you'll see some change in the system there too.
The acting Prime Minister is urging the Fiji Bus Operators Association members to work together with the government to ensure the sustainability of the industry. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Police are requesting for information that could assist in locating a family that has been reported missing at the Tatonga police station. The missing include 30-year-old Sotia Sereki, 33-year-old Tangimuri Lolobonginua, and their 6-year-old daughter Lillian Sereki. The matter was reported by a relative who had accompanied Tangimuri and Lillian to town last Saturday. Upon reaching town, they parted ways as mother and daughter went to the wharf to wait for the return of their father. Police say information received was that mother and daughter had spent the night in Wairua in Suva, and on Sunday they went back to the wharf to collect her husband's wages. The last reported sighting of the couple was on Sunday night at a nightclub in Suva. Police are urging anyone with information of their whereabouts to call Crime Stoppers. Fiji Airways has added another aircraft to its fleet. The Airbus A330-200, named the island of Benga, arrived from Abu Dhabi recently and will be ready for commercial operations soon. Ali Kimbia reports the aircraft has been named after an island to create awareness and bring global attention to many unique features of Fiji.
The fifth A330-200 aircraft, which was unveiled yesterday, will boost the services of Fiji's national airline.
In fact, what this does, it gives Fiji Airways a much bigger footprint in countries like Singapore and Hong Kong, and of course going to other cities like LA and of course San Francisco. It also marks the fact that we'll be flying very soon to Japan in July. Ladies and gentlemen, Fiji Airways now flies to every single continent that rims the Pacific Ocean except South America.
The island of Benga is in a short-term lease of 4 years, while Fiji Airways evaluates its future wide-body fleet requirements.
And this can only be achieved by being very strict about the manner in which you run your company, about being disciplined, about having a vision. Airline companies throughout the world, many airline companies have actually gone under. They've closed down because of the competition that's been posed by large airlines throughout the world. Or they have lacked vision, or they have not had the support of the government, or there's been lack of financial discipline, or there's been lack of planning.
The staff and management of the airline have been praised for their work in promoting Fiji worldwide.
This will give us the extra capacity we need in the short term to grow new routes like Narita and build on existing routes like Singapore and San Francisco.
The Fiji Airways jet fleet now increases to 10, with 5 A330s and 5 Boeing 737 aircraft. Its subsidiary, Fiji Link, has 3 ATR and 4 DHC-6 twin-otter aircraft. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Still to come, refurbished oncology unit opens for cancer patients. And Parliamentary Committee deliberates on 2 international treaties. Stay with us.
Bula, kera mai singatoka, kera ndo tali taka na varorong na Radio Fiji 1 and the moi viti.
Ayaw na rin siya. Kombinasyon ko la ndo tali taka na Radio Fiji 1 na ndo moi viti.
Kaya kuyaga sila tali, nagurara may nawamanyi, nandunga. Gitu tali taki na ndo pinasabale kung nagundurong varorong na Radio Fiji 1 na ndo moi viti.
Na Radio Fiji 1 na ndo moi viti na bonga ni BNN.
Cancer patients will now receive counselling, treatment and recover harmoniously following the opening of the newly refurbished oncology ward at the CWM Hospital. Health and Medical Services Minister Rosie Akbar thanked the ANZ Staff Foundation for showing passion and commitment to the refurbishment. She says this will go a long way in ensuring that proper care and treatment is provided to those reaching out to the oncology unit. The unit provides services to about 10 to 15 patients daily.
This refurbishment has indeed given a new look and image to this ward, and again, which will be both appealing to the patients and their families who will use the services provided here.
The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs and Defence has this week deliberated on the review of 2 international treaties that encompass human rights. Committee Chair Nitani Rika says submissions over the last 2 weeks have come out in support of the ratification of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights or the International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights. Maggie Boyle tells us more.
To ratify or not, that is the question before the committee, with submitters in support of ratification. The Chief Justice explained that the courts have already recognised and applied the articles and principles of the 2 treaties.
There are a lot of rights that will have a financial implication. And we do not have oil in Fiji. We have a limited budget, and we can have to, it's a very knotty problem for politicians to decide how is the budget to be arranged.
The committee chair says the adoption of these conventions will serve to reinforce Fiji's constitution.
It is very important for us to ratify, and not only that, the Bill of Rights is also part of the constitution, so it supports these two treaties.
He adds close to 20 oral submissions received have been of a high caliber.
Very good. You know, it's the support, and especially from the university and the SPC and most ministries that came in.
The committee is expected to finalise the recommendations that will be tabled in Parliament on Thursday. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
The ANZ Bank's refurbished Lautoka branch today opened its doors to customers. The building, which is 100 years old, needed a facelift to suit the current ANZ Bank style. Chief Executive Saad Minam says the primary focus for the bank is to ensure there are no long queues and services to customers are up to standard.
I think times have changed, and if you really look at it, the banking industry is changing as well. It's no longer the same old the way we used to bank, and it requires not only the investment in terms of our technology, but also upgrading our branches as well, which basically provides a good look and feel to our customer, provide a customer-friendly environment, as well as the people who have been working over here for 10, 12 hours, 8 hours a day. They need to be feeling very comfortable in a very friendly environment.
6 families will today be celebrating their Mother's Day weekend with brand new fridges as part of Court's Hisense FIFA promotion. In partnership with the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation, 6 radio stations, the draw today in Suva saw 6 winners, which is the first of 4 draws, and a total of 24 winners scheduled for the next 3 months. Court's Fiji Director Marketing Anil Seniwaratne noted that as part of the FIFA World Cup promotion, everyone can be in to win it.
Just to get into the draw, you purchase any of those Hisense branded products from any part of the country, we qualify you to go into the draw. Not only that, there are 6 stations, Gula FM, Radio Mirchi, Gold FM, RF1, RF2 and Today FM Facebook pages that you would have followed, and if you have posted a commentary on soccer and copied, followed Court's Facebook, hashtag and like the page, Facebook of Courts, you automatically qualify to go into the draw.
Ahead in sports, Naita Siri continues unbeaten run. And weightlifting, Fiji begins national trials. This and more coming up.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकु रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची एफएम सुनती हूँ. मिर्ची एफएम is number 1. It's so hot.
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची एफएम सुनो अच्छा लगे. मिर्ची एफएम is hot.
हाय, मैं संध्या नारिया रेफ्रिकी से. मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची एफएम सुनते हैं. मिर्ची एफएम is hot. I love मिर्ची एफएम.
हमें स्पिन टको ताबुआ के मिर्ची एफएम में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Netasiri rugby side continues its unbeaten run in the Skipper Cup after beating Nandi 21-13 at Ratadakambao Park in Nosori. Netasiri led 7-3 at halftime with the only try coming from Highlanders prop Eroni Maui. Winger Lepani Rayala then scored 2 tries in the second half to seal their victory. Nandi's tries came from captain Samuela Sangiwa and Chope Tavutuilangi in the second spell.
Try line in front of the upright. It's picked up there by Eroni Maui. Eroni Maui will go in to score the try. Out onto Sungu Turanga. He gets it away very quickly. Ekani Konda, big pass out wide. Rayala is outside, but it's Bonivosa that takes it through and drops it into Rayala. Rayala has got the try. Yeah, just a meter away from the try line, on towards that far touchline side. Nandi go over the top. The referee on his knee there. He saw that well. 6 meters away from the try line. Douglas gets it. Douglas gets it out and quickly. Oh, chance here for Naitasiri in the corner. Naitasiri go in to score the try. Set up by Jerry Spade. He's been closed off in this game. Varo gets it out. Chance here for Nandi in the corner. Chope Tavutuilangi. He'll put it down. And Nandi get the try.
We'll take the win. It wasn't pretty. I think we didn't really stick to our game plan. Boys played to Nandi's strength, which cost us the game. But we've got a lot of work to do in the next few weeks, especially with Nandro and Suva coming up.
Meanwhile, the Nandronga rugby side thrashed Navasa 62-0 at Singatoka's Lawanga Park today. After losing to Suva last weekend, the Stallions patched things up this afternoon to get back on track as they bid to defend the title this year. Today's matches saw Nandronga dominate in all divisions with big score margins. Looking at other matches, Suva defeated Namosi 21-20, while Rewa beat Malolo 11-10. In the senior rugby side defeated Dhaka Androve 5-3 in a tough clash in the Vodafone Vanua Challenge competition at St. Marceline Ground this afternoon. This is Nasinu's first victory and they scored in the second spell to stamp their victory. Both teams put on a strong defence throughout the 40 minutes of play. The Dhaka Androve side now has 2 losses and a win after 3 rounds. Team Wellington is expecting a tough match against Lautoka FC in the final of the OFC Champions League tomorrow. Weightlifting Fiji conducted its first selection trials today for the Oceania Championships as well as the World Junior Championships. A few elite weightlifters turned up for the trials in a bid to earn a spot in the national team. Melitavanga has more.
Following their success outing at the Commonwealth Games, Weightlifting Fiji has now turned its focus on the 2 upcoming international meets.
We've got lifters here from Levuka, our youth lifters, junior lifters and senior lifters, and then we've got lifters here from Suva. So this is a combined session. This is probably the biggest one we've had in a very long time.
The trials also gave an opportunity to new head coach Hossein Tavakoli to see the lifters in action.
See the athletes of various age groups. As we capacity build, we've gone and got a international coach of caliber. So this is his first time watching them compete.
Pacific Mini Games silver medalist Poa Manganga is doing all the hard yards to move up another step this time around.
So, do my best and have to show, have to know what how long I've been trained, how hard I've been trained.
The next trials will be held on the 29th of this month in Levuka and also at the National Fitness Center in Lodala. And the final selection for the Oceania Championship will be held on the 9th of next month. The Oceania Championships will be held between the 25th to the 30th of next month in Omed, New Caledonia, while the World Junior Championships in Uzbekistan runs through the 4th to the 16th of July. Melitavanga, FBC Sports.
Sonny Bill Williams' return to the Blues couldn't prevent the Hurricanes from winning their Super Rugby Derby, 36 points to 15 to claim the competition lead. The Hurricanes scored 5 tries to 2 in a notching 9 successive win. Adam Elliott scored a contentious match winner for the Canterbury Bulldogs in their 2012 NRL win over the Parramatta Eels last night. The win broke the Bulldogs' 3-game losing streak. Eels led 12-8 at halftime. Meanwhile, Viliame Kika's Penrith Panthers defeated Kevin Naingama's Newcastle Knights 29-18 last night. Generally fine weather was experienced over the country today. In the west for today, mainly fine with cool conditions at night. Now from Pacific Harbour to Suva, cloudy periods with a few showers, cool nights. And up north, cloudy periods with few showers and nights to be cooler just like the other two divisions. At sea, moderate to fresh southeast winds and moderate to rough seas. For the tides, low tide at 10:20 p.m. with high tide at 4:38 a.m. Sunrise will be at 6:24. Now for tomorrow, strong southeast winds with average speeds of 37 kilometers per hour to 47 kilometers per hour is expected over the northern Vitilevu and Yasawa group with rough seas. And as we look out to Monday, cloudy periods with few showers over the eastern and interior parts of the larger islands. Isolated afternoon or evening showers expected elsewhere. It will be cool at night. Recapping the main stories, first ever funeral rites facility opens in Suva. Bus operators converge for annual convention. An island of Banga joins Fiji Airways fleet. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question, this week we're asking, should heavy vehicles be banned from being on the road during peak hours? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us for our Facebook page FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips @FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकू रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची एफएम सुनती हूँ। मिर्ची एफएम इज नंबर 1, इट्स सो हॉट।
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची एफएम सुनो अच्छा लगे। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट।
हाय, मैं संध्या नारिया रेकी से मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची एफएम सुनते हैं। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट। आई लव मिर्ची एफएम।
हमें स्पिन टोटो ताबुआ के मिर्ची एफएम में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे।
Mirchi FM, it's hot.